you mind throwing it in the
Oh,
chat so I can copy your
oh
email?
yeah. Okay, we're live. Let me send you that as we're talking, and
Yeah.
please tell us about your coin.
Okay, great. My name is Ahmed. I'm a co-developer. This is my partner and founder, Hamza Al Asfar. He's from North Carolina. I'm from Florida. My hair is wet because I just got back from the Bitcoin conference in Miami. I just hopped out of the shower and I made it here at 9:01. So you'll have to give me a few moments. I'm a bit flustered, but we co-founded this coin together. I'll let Hamza speak a little bit, and then I'll jump back in as well with our mission, our vision, and everything that we've done so far.
All right, thank you, Ahmed. My name is Hamza Al Asfar, and we have created this community token together. So our token is called um, Super Mission, and Super Mission was requested by my community. I'm a YouTuber like you, Dan, and we used to buy and sell live on my YouTube channel, and then the guys were like, "You're so good at doing this. Let's create a token on your own." And I said, "Yeah, that seems like a good idea, but I wanted to make a utility out of it. I wanted to make it something that would help the investors and would help people worldwide." So I came up with a charity token, and it's the most generous charity token. As you know, we're charging 15% transaction fee. That's buying and selling, but 10% of those transaction fees are going straight to donations. So uh, we came out on Tuesday, and so far we have accumulated from transaction fees $104,000, $104,000.
Mhm.
And that is an amazing milestone because we had that goal on Q3 in our roadmap. But it's amazing to see what happened in these last 7 days. And when we created this token, the main goal was, well, the main objective was it to use it as charity and
Mhm.
then build utility on it as we go on. So that's Super Mission in a short summary.
Okay, so with the money you have generated, what charities have you donated to, and how was that determined?
Well, that's a good question because the charity is chosen by the well, we first chose the first charity we chose, me and the developers. We chose AM Palestine, and we're going through charities that are approved by the IRS, tax exempt. Everything has to be in order for us to partnership with these charities. So we chose AM Palestine for our first charity, but we're going to donate to a different charity of the community liking each week. All right. So the week isn't over, Dan. The week isn't
Right.
over. So, by tomorrow we'll make the live donations, the donation live on my YouTube channel, actually.
Oh, okay. So that's the process.
Yes.
How do you do that while like securing your information? How are you making that donation? What's the process?
Well, that's
Let
another
me
good
jump in a
question.
bit. Hamza, let me jump in a bit because I want to add a little bit to what you were saying about like the selection process. So, like for example, after this phone call, we're gonna go back to our community in our Telegram group, and soon we'll be on Discord and other places. But right now, we're focused on Telegram. We're gonna go back there and set a poll. Right now, we've offered our community the ability to nominate nonprofits, and we all vote on it. We vet it together, and we decide, does it fit into our mission, our vision, our values? And not going to lie, but we take into consideration how many followers do they have, right? Because the charity works in tandem with the marketing. They both work together to help hopefully generate profit, make it a successful project. And so we're giving to good causes, right? But our goal is to also produce a return for our holders, right? Charity is great, but people can also just give directly to charity. We want
Right.
our holders to turn a profit, and we're trying to do that to the best of our ability. And to be able to hand a nonprofit $100,000, which in some cases is 1/10, and for smaller organizations, up to 50% of their entire annual budget. And so the first week, like Hamza said, we selected that nonprofit. The next, after this, we're going to have our community vote. And we're actually looking at, it could possibly be a Kenyan orphanage. But just to give you a sense, so the first week is American Muslims for Palestine. That's a human and civil rights organization. They do advocacy work in Washington, D.C. They try to advocate for human rights and put an end to the occupation and bring justice to a region that is really in need of it. Next week is a Kenyan orphanage. The week after could be an emergency, like an earthquake, somewhere. Could be a number of different things. And every week we pivot and we vote on that. Now, that was what I wanted to add to what Hamza was saying about the nonprofit. I want to remember your question because I'm forgetting it.
Oh, well, let me jump in here too. So, as part of this interview, you guys provided me $3,000 so I could donate to a charity, and I donated to a small Taiwan dog shelter since I'm out here in Taiwan and I have been volunteering with the shelter. COVID hit them hard, so they can't do any events and it's hard for them to raise money. So this was very helpful, and thank you guys for that.
Yeah, kudos to you. That's amazing. I thought you were in the Philippines, and when I Googled the time zone, it said Philippines. I didn't realize you're in Taiwan. That's pretty
It's
cool.
like Taiwan, Philippines, Singapore. Yeah, we're all like
Okay,
right
you're all on
there.
that strip of the
Yeah.
earth. Yeah. Okay, nice.
And how do you guys generate like revenue for the investors? Because 15% is a lot. You know, you buy, you sell, that's 30%.
Hmm. Well, Hamza, I guess I'll answer it, and then you can chime in after me.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're doing all the normal things that other cryptos do that you've seen, especially in the Pancake Swap area with the Binance Smart Chain and the meme tokens. We're running advertisements. We're paying people like you to interview us. I consider this more than just an interview. This is sort of like an audit. We've been following your channel. We like your channel. We like what you do, and we appreciate the transparency. Even you mentioning that we paid you is great, and the fact that you donated, I think, fits in line with kind of what we're trying to do. But we're paying influencers, TikTokers, YouTubers. We have a very strong community. One thing that we haven't mentioned so far is we had a pre-sale. And that pre-sale came from Hamza's Telegram group. They nominated him to make the token, right? But we had to come up with liquidity, and we had to come up with a marketing budget. So we set a goal of 150,000. We fell short, but we hit 100,000, which is incredible for a Telegram group of complete strangers.
Right.
And these strangers came together, raised the money, provided $50,000 of liquidity, which is pretty healthy for a meme token,
Yeah.
and then $55,000 for marketing. And these people not only gave their money, but they created subgroups. And in these subgroups, they have Excel sheets, and they're coming up with ideas, and they are working to locate influencers. We have official emails for everyone. So my email is ahmed@supermission.finance, hamza@supermission.finance. Feel free to email us and ask us questions. Our members that are working hard to, shield the token, quote unquote, are doing this. They have the same emails as well. So it's a grassroots effort. And, that's just what we're doing to try to move the token, right, and get it in people's eyes. But we have a grand vision. We're a super mission, right? And I didn't show you this T-shirt. It's not the nicest, but we have this super mission. And our goal is to generate profit, take profit to the moon, but take charity with it. And that's why the transaction fee is so high. But what it does, it fills the coffers. We have a healthy marketing budget, and we have a very healthy charity wallet. And when we give money live, tomorrow on live stream on American Muslims for Palestine, that's going to generate headlines that people are using crypto for charity. Now, that's not new,
Right.
but the amount of transaction fees that we have is new. And look how powerful it is, right? It's going to generate headlines. It's going to generate excitement. People are going to ask, how can I get involved? The nonprofit, which has never been in the crypto space, now is going to have a crypto wallet because we walk them through the process of doing that, and we're giving them money. Hamza, do you want to add a little bit?
Yeah, I do want to add a little bit. Dan, you asked a good question. How are we going to give this money through crypto? And I do want to introduce these donation partnerships that we're partnering up with, right, to crypto. This is first of all, it will introduce the good in crypto, because a lot of people have that negative vibe or thinking about crypto when it comes to these, to the to the Binance chain.
Mm-hmm.
After Doge came a lot of crap.
Yeah.
These crap coins, these meme coins, and everybody's rug pulling, and everybody is getting scammed left and right. So we want to show that there is good in crypto, and when we show these donation firms that we have accumulated $100,000 in 1 week, they're gonna start thinking about crypto in a different perspective. They're gonna download a crypto wallet. They're gonna try to tell other people, hey, this year we've raised $1 million for charity. 10% of it came from cryptocurrency. That's something that we need to concentrate on for the future. So it opens the charity eyes and perspective that, hey, there is good in crypto, and these guys are doing it. Super Mission is doing it, one of the most charitable tokens out there, and there is good. So the first charity token is A in Palestine. They're gonna first of all have their first MetaMask wallet, and second of all, they're gonna have their first transaction with MetaMask wallet from a donation firm. So that's gonna open up a lot of doors to these donations firms.
Okay, speaking more on your business model, there is a lot of competition for charity coins out
Yes,
there.
yes,
It's like
you're right.
you could have an infinite marketing budget and still not be at the top.
Yes,
I'm
you're
still
right.
having trouble. Like, yeah, it's very competitive. You're going to need to partner with these charities. You're going to have to, like, hey, this was provided by Super Mission, and you'd have to, like, establish a lot of different relationships with them.
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's not a secret. If you look at our charts, we had a great first 2 days. Yesterday, not so much, which is healthy and normal, I think. You have green candles and red candles. In our case, we like to think that both candles, although we prefer green, both candles are great because every transaction is generating charity, which generates marketing, which generates reputation. The idea is that after tomorrow, what I suspect is going to happen is that nonprofits will then begin to compete for us, right? Because they're going to say, we like what you did with the first week. We could really use 100,000, especially during a pandemic. As you mentioned, the dog shelter, because of the pandemic, cannot have these physical events. Well, it's the same for all these nonprofits. I've done a lot of work with nonprofits. I've volunteered. I've done videos. I've worked for them. They have these fundraising banquets in person quite often, dinners and things like that. They haven't been able to do that. And so to be able to give them 100 grand, I feel like it's going to generate headlines, which is marketing, and could potentially bring more buyers to us. But you have a perfect point. It's saturated. How do you separate yourself apart? Well, I hope the headlines will contribute to that. But we have other ideas. I mean, we're trying to be creative with the marketing. That's difficult to do. I'm not going to front with you. But one thing that we want to do is I'm having a momentary lapse of brain function right now. Forgive me, I just got back. But okay, generating. Hamza, chime in while I try to catch
You
up.
want me okay, well,
Sometimes I speak faster than my brain, believe it or not. Go ahead.
okay, so we're starting off as a charity token, and I don't know any charity token out there that has raised that amount of money in such short period of time. Like Ahmed said, yes, it's about headlines. It's not. We want to help people out there in need, and this token is going to do that, right? We raised a large amount of money in that week. We also are, docs. Not a lot of people are hiding behind doors with these charities. They're not. First of all, they're not doing the donations live, and they're not doing 10% transaction fees. And we don't know if they're really giving out to donations. A lot of people are doing 3%, 4%, 5%. No, I'm doing it live on YouTube, on my channel, telling people that I'm donating. Now, that I hope that is enough, but there is something that could separate us, which is a utility built on the charity. And what we're trying to do in the future, we're trying to get projects under us, vet it. Okay, there's a vetting section because there is a lot, like I said, Dan, there is a lot of crap and meme coins that we can. You've exposed some, and I want to show the other people how to expose it as well. So there's going to be a vetting process through Super Mission, and there's going to be an exchange process through Super Mission. That's coming out in our roadmap that will separate us. And whatever fees that generates, we will give away to donations.
Okay, I'd like to talk about future-proofing your business because how do we protect investors now from you guys like disappearing for a year from now? Additionally, yes, with like the potential competition coming from BitPay, Coinbase, or PayPal supporting cryptocurrency transactions directly with charity projects.
Okay, I just want to tell you, I finally remembered what I was going to tell you. And I just want to sneak that in real quick. So we're talking about how to generate revenue. We have a challenge. We need to make it simple and convenient for people who have never been introduced to crypto to buy, right? Obviously, we want to compete in that space, but there's a lot of people in the world and they're new to crypto. They really don't know how to get our token or any other token for that matter, right? Even Coinbase is like the most that they have, and they barely use that because they don't know anything about it. So how do you take someone from download a crypto wallet, get BNB, go to PancakeSwap, unlock your wallet, swap for it, copy paste the contract address? They have to learn a lot of these steps. Convenience is something that we're trying to create. And so we're producing educational videos on, and that comes a lot of it from Hamza's YouTube channel. But for our marketing campaign as well, it's like, here's what's amazing about the token, and here's how you can get it. And it's actually simpler than you think. We went this weekend to Bitcoin conference because we wanted to meet people. We met a heavyweight boxer today, a world champion. He's going to be inducted into the World Hall of Fame for boxing in a couple of weeks. And we met him through someone, and this person is interested in crypto. And this person told me, I want to talk more about this. I want to get involved, right? We want to partner with people like that, obviously, to separate ourselves, to say, okay, this person now can invite other athletes that he has influence with because he speaks their language and has lived their experience. And he can say, guys, crypto, Ethereum, all these different projects, here we have Super Mission. It could potentially make you money, but look, it's a great cause. It's a great look for your brand, right? So we're trying to also recruit not just influencers for a one-time fee, hey, post a video and then it's done, but a long-term partnership where people, just like SafeMoon and others, right, have taken entire brands, people, and have committed them long-term to the brand of your project. Now that I remember that I wanted to say that, let's continue with your question and your point.
Future-proofing. But I'd like to jump back to the business model now that you mentioned SafeMoon. So SafeMoon has over 2 million holders. Like, what's preventing them to make SafeMoon charity and then do what you guys are doing, but like make it 1% more or something? Because it's very easy to make a coin, and they already have a huge audience of people who are involved in crypto.
Well, that's an amazing question. And Hamza, I told you on the way from Miami, I was speaking to someone who was a possible investor. And he told me the same thing. He said, what makes you different? There are other people right now who could copy paste. It's not proprietary, right? And I thought that was an excellent question. I found difficulty in answering it. But the truth is, this is true of any other project. Anyone could copy paste Ethereum. What's the difference between Ethereum and Cardano, right? Community, branding, messaging, all these different things, investment. Cardano and all these other projects can try all they like to copy Ethereum. They won't be Ethereum, right? Or maybe they will in the future. We haven't seen it yet, though. So, and we're trying to do something. We want to be as successful as SafeMoon. Perhaps we won't do it, but community is everything. And that's a very important part of our project. Hamza, if you want to elaborate on that, the power of the community, right? Make a token. Hamza, they nominate him. They give him $100,000 and go do it. That's powerful.
Well, Dan, that is an excellent question. Like you said, what's stopping other people from copying other people and doing it better? Like I said, we started this project. We had one goal in mind, that we wanted to help people, right? SafeMoon didn't come out and say, hey, we wanted to help people. SafeMoon came out and they did a project which is unique. Hey, we're coming out with a coin and we're redistributing to holders, right? Hey, you come buy my coin and we're gonna, give you more money as long as the transaction go on, so on and so forth. And now they're doing something else, future projects, everything. Like they're innovating as they go. My main goal is to help people. My main goal is to donate. My main goal is to literally go there. And I was talking with Ahmed earlier on today that if we do make a donation to Kenya or Palestine, I do want to go there and see the money that we donated, see it help people, because that's a passion of mine. I like to help people, and on the YouTube channel, they've seen me that I've made trades live. And we made money, we lost money together. But at the end of the day, it's about helping people. It's about my passion. And I'm going to push my passion to donate and help people as much as possible. Now,
while making money, right?
While making money, that is true. And we can make other utilities easier within our exchange. If I can come there and you can exchange your BNB or BUSD, the same thing, I'm going to be copying PancakeSwap, but making it better. Or, hey, you can change my exchange. PancakeSwap doesn't want to donate. You would like to donate with your fees and you feel a little better. Hey, I'm going to use Super Mission. I'm copying the same thing as PancakeSwap, but my fees I'm not keeping, or some of it is going to donation.
Dan, you asked, I just want to elaborate a little further because the question is very important, right? It's like, how do you last longer than a meme coin, right? You have an average shelf life. How do you survive? Now, you may not see it from this conversation because neither of us are the actual programming developer. However, I'll tell you what separates us the most is our third partner, Adam, our programming developer, and he is proficient in Solidity and all the other languages. Adam, it works for a Fortune 500 company. We haven't revealed which company. Obviously, you can imagine why. But he is proficient, and so when we say we can make an NFT marketplace, that's not just developers who built a website putting that in Q3, hoping that no one thinks they actually have to deliver on that. We can actually create that because of that team member. We
Yeah,
can
but
exchange,
the market's saturated. Everybody has an NFT marketplace. Everybody
Everybody.
can make a swapping platform.
yes, but not everybody gives 10% to charity. You can do $100,000 in a week. So you're right. It's a challenge. We're not naive about this. We completely understand. And when you look at the charts, it speaks for itself. It's up and it's down. And right now we're stagnant, and it's actually a great time to buy. So we are aware of this. We're trying. It's a new space, right? And being in the meme tokens area, like the meme token space, trying to last much longer and do what Shiba Inu has done, to do what SafeMoon has done. This is very difficult, but it's inspiring, and I'm sure you can tell already how passionate we are about this project and the charity. Hamza has focused a lot on the charity because he's already done so well for himself financially, right? And that's why he was so passionate about giving back, because he's not really interested in making so much money off this token. However, the community is, and our intention is to generate profit. Our slogan is great investment, greater cause, right? Make money, raise money, change lives. So our hope is that people gravitate towards that for charity. And we think new buyers who have never been introduced to crypto would be interested in having their first time be with Supermoon because of how attractive that story is of make money while raising it. So this is our pitch to the people, and we're about to find out if we have any merit to that. And I think that's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting.
All right, another question, future proofing, because I know PayPal will start accepting crypto as within their platform, and then a lot of charities accept PayPal. So this would bring crypto to all of these charities that already accept PayPal. How do you intend to compete with that?
Okay, so when you say future proofing, do you mean defending ourselves from future projects that will essentially eliminate ideas like us?
Yeah.
What you mean? Yes.
The need of having to go through this process, like PayPal, like you can send a charity directly cryptocurrency once they onboard that process.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would probably just answer with the entire purpose of crypto, which is decentralization. Mm-hmm. You want to be on PayPal, that's fine. That's convenient. And most people will go there. They're bigger than us. They're bigger than we probably ever will be, right? We hope to be big, but we're not telling you we're going to be worth $100 billion like Coinbase, but that's centralized. People want to be decentralized. Right?
Oh, I mean, for these charities. So I'm just a regular guy. I want to donate to this charity. I have crypto. I send them to the crypto PayPal address for this charity.
Well, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So for nonprofits that would be interested in competing for us, you're saying they might be more interested in just going with PayPal. Well, I mean, Facebook does that already. Facebook, they have Giving Tuesday and all these different things. They have plans already for people, but it's about community. They can be on Binance Charity right now, right? If no community is directing money there, they're not going to get it. So I cannot guarantee anyone anything in the future, right, when competing with something like Coinbase. But what I can say is that we have a unique community that in 1 week has done $100,000. And while you could be on Facebook or have a PayPal account that sends charity your way, you still need a community to select you and partner with you and send to you. And our community is more than willing to do that.
That's true, but community is competitive. Communities can switch with like whatever the new hot thing is.
So,
that's true.
So when you say donate through PayPal or Coinbase, you're just donating part of your crypto. But what if you can go to a coin that you trust and you like and make money while donating, right? You can make money while donating. Hey, I know that if I put my money in this project, some of the transaction fee over time is going to be donating, but I'm still making money in the long term. That's how, I mean, we cannot prevent other people from going to other charities, but people do want to make money and people do want to donate. So if you can do both at the same time, that's where we come in. The most transaction fees for charities,
Yeah, but making money isn't guaranteed. You guys can't make that claim.
No, we're not making that claim. Yeah. That's the supervision of the super mission. Okay. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, look, if you were with us 2 days ago when the charts, I mean, first of all, if you got in early, even with the red candles from yesterday, you're still 4 or 5x. So you're making money and you're doing charity.
So let's talk about the token distribution. Like, how was the funding raised? Are the tokens
Well,
distributed? What are you guys holding?
it was a pre-sale of $100,000. So minimum 500, maximum $1,000, and we generated $100,000 in the pre-sale.
Yeah, and to add to that, so we own 10% as a team. Myself, Hamza, our third partner, 10%. That's our shares as well as team shares in the event that our $100 million marketing wallet, or sorry, 100. I wish it's $100 million one day. Our 100 million super mission token marketing wallet and our 100 million reserve wallet. If those ever are not enough, then we can tap into the team wallet, which is also considered ours. The 10%, when we were trying to decide what we would collectively own, that 10% came from, looking at other sites, trying to see, well, what is appropriate for developers to own, right? Because we're trying to be transparent, dox ourselves, but we're also transparent about the fact of what we own. And we don't have any problem telling people that. So 10%, when you try to get audited or vetted by different sites, they have a requirement. If you own more than 10%, they will not vet you and give you the stamp of approval. So in the pre-sale, if you spent $500, you were given X amount of tokens, 3.5 million super mission tokens. And if you spent $1,000, you got obviously twice that. And so that's how we raise the money. And our holders are in it for the long haul because, what they put in is not much. So they are holding. If they were not going to hold, you would have seen it go even lower right now. And so we're in it for the long run. And our holders are, if you join our Telegram and you listen to our voice chats, we have people from all over the world. Norway, we have people from Morocco, people from Iran. We have people from all over the world that are telling their stories, working together, talking about how passionate they are. They're buying the dips because they love that they can make money while making charity. And we have the ability, look, you've seen meme tokens with less purpose, less transparency, less everything, hit 50 million, 100 million market cap. And we are trying to prove that we can be transparent, honest, and make a good investment for people. And you're right, nobody can guarantee profit. But what we can guarantee you is we're going to spend all of our time trying to make that happen. And so far, we've been doing great. It's been a wild week since we did this. It was initially a good intention and experiment that obviously had a long-term plan, but we don't know if we're going to get a chance to because that's up to the people to decide, the holders, the buyers, the community. But if you look at our community, remember, they nominated Hamza, this man right here. They asked him to make the token. So it's on them to decide if they want to stand by him and work together. And so far, they've decided yes. And so there's an exciting opportunity for us to go on this mission together, take charity and profit to the moon. That's what everyone is saying, but we're pretty serious about doing everything we can to get there.
All right. We've hit 30 minutes. I'd like to open it to audience questions. While we're getting those questions in, could you tell us about the audit in progress? Who's auditing the code?
So we're coming. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm talking too much.
No. We're working on an audit with Solidarity. Is that what it's called? Solidarity. But with the whole craze of meme coins, there has been a long wait. So it's in the process. If you got an audit a while back, you could get it instantly. Right now, there's a long line to wait. So we're waiting until they.
We were looking at some of the bigger ones. I think like Certic, but they had a.
Certic needs 6 months.
Well, they also need a lot of money. More importantly, they need maybe $40,000 or something like that, or even more. I forget the exact number, but
a long way and a lot of money. But
so we haven't been audited yet, but the audit is coming. I will tell you that when we were designing the smart contract code, and by we, I mean me sitting next to the programming developer who actually did the work, and I was giving him emotional support, we wanted to make sure that websites such as rugscreening.com, I don't know if you've ever heard of it or if you've used it, but basically you go to this website, you copy paste the contract code, you pay $2.50 worth of BNB, and they'll give you a score. We wanted to make sure that we passed that score, and we did. And obviously, that's not enough for an audit. I would consider this right now an audit to some extent. Obviously, you're not examining the code. I don't know what your abilities are, but the audit is going to come. It's about finding the right person or the right group that can do it quickly and also efficiently. $40,000, we're not going to pay that for an audit. Not because we don't believe in getting an audit, but we're not going to give you 40 grand to do it. it's important to us, but we have to invest more in our marketing. And so we're not going to chew through those funds in order, to overpay, in my view, someone for that audit. But the audit is coming. You will probably hear about that sometime this week. That you have our word on that's going to happen. Our identities are doxed. If not, come to my house here in Temple Terrace, Florida. Kick the crap out of me.
Okay, so questions. Someone asks, why 2% liquidity?
Okay. Well, we have a 15% transaction fee. We were, okay, Dan.
Right.
We wanted to do 27% transaction fee initially. We wanted to do, when I tell you, we wanted to really try to separate ourselves with just tokenomics at first, right? Because encouraging holding, right? How can you encourage holding? Well, maybe if the transaction fee is so high that you have to think twice, So we had 10% charity, 10% marketing, 5% liquidity, and then 2% for the slippage rate. Our community, being a democratic community, said, absolutely not. Bring that down. We had a vote on it, and we came down. And I think that worked out to everyone's benefit. But because liquidity, we had such a successful pre-sale, right? 50 grand deposit, right? We got a head start on filling that liquidity. And so now it's a little over $100,000. Our liquidity is healthy. Our liquidity is safe. And the 2% transaction adds to something that's already quite large. So that's why you would see 2%, because we already had that successful pre-sale.
All right, got another question here from Hawkins Samurai. Why should we trust you two? Anyone can make a token nowadays.
Hamza.
That's a good question. Anybody can make a coin nowadays. Why should you trust us? First of all, you can look me up. It's not really hard to find me. I have my first name and last name on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook. You can find me. A lot of coins nowadays are completely anonymous. And even if they're not anonymous, they're not giving you the real identity. And anybody can make a crap token whenever we want. If you really want somebody to trust you, you have to build a relationship with them. And I believe that. And I have built a community that does trust me on the way I do my YouTube videos. That's how I gain some trust. Now, I don't have 100,000 subscribers, not even close to even 10,000 subscribers. I started off a little small, and then I built my followers up. I have 3,600 followers. But you're right about the trusting that, hey, why should you trust me? But a lot of people do trust me because I have doxed myself. You can find me easily. It's not really hard to put in my first name and last name and find my address and everything else. And I could run away with the money and be on an island, but I'm not trying to ruin my reputation and my life over a project that I'm really going to donate for. And we're going to do the donations live, and we're going to change lives. That's my motto. That's what I really believe in. And it's not worth it for 100,000, 200, even $1 million to even ruin my reputation over a small project like that.
Okay. This has been going on for a while. Do you guys have any last things you'd like to say?
No, I just want to thank you for hosting us, really, and I hope you enjoyed, your viewers enjoyed the show. Ahmed, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I always have something to say. As you guys can tell, I'm very talkative. But guys, we are doing everything we can to be open, to be transparent, and that comes with risks. That comes with attacks. People are always accusing you of doing something shady. And we have done everything we can to be open, honest, and transparent, okay? You can join our Telegram community. We are in the voice chat, popping in and out most of the day. You can ask people about us. A lot of the holders personally actually know us, our friends, our family, or someone who knows us. And so you can just ask them about us. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everyone likes us or that you should just blindly trust me. But ask yourself, how many meme tokens have developers that will put their identities out, pay Daniel to grill them and ask them really tough questions that are very important to ask and be open and transparent. And just look, would you like an opportunity to make money and raise money and change lives? I'm so happy I've come to life with this project. And tomorrow we're going to give 100 grand. That's super exciting. I'm not a very wealthy person, but to give 100 grand, here you go. We're partly responsible for that.
Will that be on the Super Mission social media?
Yeah, it's going to be on our social media, and it's also going to be on American Muslims for Palestine. We will, maybe some folks, our holders are probably watching right now. They can comment the links to those socials, but we're going to be streamed on both socials. AMP is actually working on organizing that. And next week, we're going to do a Kenyan orphanage. Now, look, the orphanage, I've been there, I've seen it with my own eyes, and that's why I'm nominating it for our community. We've offered them the ability to choose the charities themselves, but they just haven't done so yet. We haven't heard any nominations. But the Kenyan orphanage, we're going to help kids. In Kenya, you have 50% of the population of children that have HIV, right? It's a very serious issue. It's an epidemic. There's a lot of some of these kids have been raped. There is a very passionate, dedicated woman and man have dedicated their entire lives, okay, to building them a hospital, healing them, giving them mental health help in order to deal with their trauma, educating them. Now they're working on building an orphanage for boys because right now they only have an orphanage for girls, and they want to raise them, guide them, protect them. And I'm not even exaggerating with you, in the middle of the jungle where there aren't even roads to get there. I've been there, I've seen it myself. And we get the opportunity to try to make money. Like, you guys take gambles on shit coins every day. You can make money with us, but support something like that, that's super.
You're very connected with these charities. I think like the strength within your project is connecting people to these charities. And I think if you can figure out how to do that really well, the project will do well. Because I know it's hard for me to donate to charity. I have to do my research. I have to figure out how much they're spending on money on marketing. Are they wasting money? How much the CEO is making? How is the funds distributed properly? And it's a headache because there are a lot of bad charities out there as well.
You're absolutely right about that. Absolutely right about that. Sometimes they'll have 20% overhead. That's not bad for a lot of charities, but there's there's like sites that will vet them. They review their tax documents and they
Charity
say
Watch. Yeah.
Charity Watch. Yes, exactly. Someone asked me for the name earlier. One of our holders. If you're watching, you just got the answer. I was forgetting the name of it, but yeah, 90% is what they say, right? If you have more than 10% overhead, that's a problem. In some cases, really, it should be 5%. We want to work with these nonprofits to help. Alleviate the burden of trying to raise money for, necessary projects. This orphanage in Kenya for next week should have been built a year ago, but because of the pandemic, as you can imagine, it's been difficult. And so it's going to be amazing if we can hopefully, raise another 100,000 or even more and support that and make money doing it. That's what we're trying to do. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable to bring profit and charity next to each other. It seems like, this is dirty a little bit, we shouldn't do this, but we're trying to make a healthy balance and make it a yin-yang relationship as clean as possible. Let's try our best to make money. Obviously, there's risk. You could lose money, but we're looking at projects all the time, and we're losing. So at least if you lose, at least your loss still sends a 10% transaction fee to an orphanage, right? That's amazing.
All right, thanks for coming on the show, answering these difficult questions. And I hope you do well with the charities and that you're still around in a year so we can talk about what you've done.
Oh,
yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.